Welcome to World Ballet Day 2021 from the Australian Ballet here in Melbourne. I'm Catherine Murphy and I'm joined by the Artistic Director of the Australian Ballet, David Hallberg. David, it's so good to be here today. What can we expect?
Well, Catherine, great to be with you and great to be with you all around the world. So today we open the doors here at the Australian Ballet and we go with an insider view of rehearsals, class, insider interviews. It's really a day full of ballet, and we're joined by our partners around the world, the Royal Ballet in London and the Bolshoi Ballet in Moscow, two companies that I've danced with throughout my dancing career and are very personal to me. It's actually also a great World Ballet Day for me because it's my first World Ballet Day as artistic director, a really exciting day to come.
A very exciting day. I'm just glad to share with you and the viewers at home. There are hundreds of thousands of people watching from around the world. Also, 50 other guest ballet companies are involved today. For the full schedule, go to worldballetday.com. David, at a time where travel is so difficult, it's limited, is it even more important to connect?
It is. You know, it's been a difficult year for everyone around the world, as we know. But I think it's so important for us to connect digitally, to show people what we're doing here when we're not performing. We've been very busy at the Australian Ballet, rehearsing, conditioning, and we're going to show you today what we've been busy doing this past year. And just to note that because of the restrictions of the pandemic, we have filmed class and rehearsals. So sometimes, Catherine, you'll see me in class, you'll see me in rehearsals, but you and I will be commentating. So it'll be really great to see, you know, the two sides of it.
Speaking of being ready to return to the stage, the theme of World Ballet Day this year is Jump for Joy. If you're at home, we want to see you jumping for joy on Instagram, on TikTok. Don't forget to use the hashtag World Ballet Day. David, you'll be jumping for joy by the time you get back on stage with the company.
Catherine, my jumping days are over, they're behind me, but I will internally be jumping for joy because it'll be such a return when these dancers at the Australian Ballet can return to the stage exactly where they belong, performing in front of audiences here in Australia. It'll be a really special time.
It will indeed. Well, shortly we'll be having an inner sanctum look at class, but first, David, it's over to you for the acknowledgement of country.
Thank you. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional owners of country across Australia. We're coming to you today from the lands of the Kulin Nation. Our endeavors today are a small part of a long history of communities coming together to converse, to explore ideas, to shape politics, and express their culture. We pay our respects to Kulin elders, past and present, and to their ancestors who danced their own stories for millennia before us. May your connection to this land and to your culture be honored for millennia to come.
Okay, everybody. Good morning. Happy World Ballet Day. Okay, thanks, Kylie.
David, the music is beautiful. Who do we have playing today?
Today we have one of our company pianists, Kylie Foster, and she's playing on a Kawai piano who we've had a partnership with for 11 years. And who's teaching the class right in the center right now is Fiona Tonkin. She was a principal artist with the company in her dancing career and now coaches the senior artist and principals. She teaches a really great class. Her classes are very popular. Sometimes she has the entire company in the studio. So it's a really great class to watch.
All right. Okay, facing the bar. Starting with your left leg, and plie, transfer our weight, and rotate, and rotate. Lump the leg, flex fond, do and développé, push over that instead. Recover, lower the heel, drag it first, one tendu, and plie through the feet, tops of those legs, en dehors. Plie, transfer, rotate, rotate. Lent, flex, développé, push over the instep. Recover, lower the heel, drag it in, one tendu, plie through the feet. In reverse, and then 8 counts balance at the very end. Starting with the left. Everybody got a place on the bar? Okay, here we go, thank you. Starting with a plie, 2 feet to 1. And plie, standing on your leg. Rotate the leg from the top. And lont. Supporting leg takes us, développé.
David, what a lot of people watching may not know is that classes run 6 days a week, year round.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting because a lot of people think that we've perfected the steps already. When we were kids training, you know, why do you have to keep doing ballet class? But ballet class is how we condition the body. It's how we continue to have successful rehearsals and then, of course, successful performances.
Does class set the tone for the day?
Class really sets the tone. For me personally, when I was dancing, class was almost religious. It was meditative. So when you grab onto the bar, when you watch, as we're seeing now, when you watch the teacher giving the combination and then you execute the combination, it's just a really beautiful time to kind of come together, start the day, and to look forward to the rehearsals that are coming, and then if you have a show that night, the show that's coming.
If there's a show that night, is it really important that you sense the energy is good in that morning class?
Yeah, it's interesting. I always had a very different day when I had a show. In class, I was much more focused on the evening, but you know, it varies from everyone. Everyone has a different routine during shows. Some like to take morning class, some like to rest during the day and then do their class right before the performance, so they're fresh. For me, I like to come in the morning. I like to take class in the morning, then go have a rest, and then start to prepare for the performance.
When you go and have a rest after class, is it like you take that rest and you start your day again?
Yeah, I always had a nap. I always had something really good to eat to fuel my body. But it was, again, you go into a zone when you have a show. It's like a game if you're an athlete. You really start to hone in on that 7:30 curtain.
And a 2 and a 3. Rise it for full plie. Use your head and neck and resist and through. Small en avant and up on arrière. Rise and balance and balance. And the second side forward, fifth side back. You know the rest, okay? All right. First position, everyone. Right hand on the bar. Thank you. And breathe across your backs. 1, 2, and rise. Resist, rotate those legs. Use your head and neck. Small en avant. Keep those legs wrapping en dehors, upper back. Rotate the legs. Keep growing through the tops of your heads. And 1. Wrap those legs as you rise. Use your port de bras. Side small forward. Keep those legs wrapping en dehors. Long necks. Use your legs. Fifth position. through the tops of your head. Gorgeous long necks. Thank you. Okay, everyone. From the first, and demi-plie, transfer our weight, pull it back and stretch. Derriere, metatarsal, metatarsal, demi-rond. Lower the heel, drag it first, to the first, and up, and over, and up, and wrap. Plie, transfer, and pull it back and out. Straight leg, metatarsal, metatarsal, demi-rond. Lower, drag, 2 tendus, second, up and over the end steps. Okay, 8 counts balance at the end. Starting with the plie, 2 feet to 1, pull it back, long. Flex, metatarsal, metatarsal, demi-rond. Lower, drag, 2 tendus. Okay, thank you. Backs open in your plie, 2 feet, 2, 1. Pull it back, wrap it round, cloche derrière, straight. Metatarsal, metatarsal, demi-rond. Lower, wrap those legs. Rise it up, abdominals, lower backs, wrap underneath. Resist, resist, good. Standing on that leg, pull it back. And a cloche, metatarsal. Keep hold of that supporting leg from the top of the legs. Nice, Corey. And a 5th. To the 2nd, keep that lower back lifted. Stretch behind the knees. Wrap. Resist, resist. Thank you. Other side. Backs open on the plie, 2 to the 1. From the top of the leg. Backs open. And wrap those legs as you drag and to the first. Keep the air from the top of the legs. Resist, resist. Abdominals lifted. Feel that supporting leg. And thigh. And from the top of the legs. Arms 5th. To the 2nd. Wrap. Resist, resist. Stretch behind those knees. All right, thank you. From the 5th, please, to the front and close, to the front and close. Double fondue and tombe, développé. Wrap, transfer, and wrap. Transfer, close it back, close it front, close it back. Derrière and close, and derrière and close. Transfer your weight and tombe, développé. En dehors, those legs, en dehors, those legs to the front, to the back, and front détourné. Okay? To devant, double fondue, inside leg derrière, coupé under, développé. Transfer away, transfer to, close it back, close it front, close it back. Reverse, straight to the other side. Here we go. Thanks, Kylie. Standing on your legs, beautiful backs, push. Transfer your weight, double fondue. Coupé under, développé. Wrap those legs. Close behind, and front and behind. Standing on the leg, lift those abdominals. Transfer fully, and tombe. Get ready to turn other side. We're standing on inside leg. Coupé under. And wrap those legs. Standing on. Abdominals lifted. and to the front, cross it back, and derrière, cross it front, cross it front. Encore, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And derrière, cross it front, and a front, to the front, cross it back, back, encore, a 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Retirez 16, track it down straight to the other side, okay? 1 devant, 3-second closing back. Reverse that, encore, 5. All right, strong abdominals right on top of that leg. Here we go. Get there, and cross, and. Get there, and. Strong abdominals, and. Stay on the music, Emma. And. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're up. Right on top of that leg. Abdominals, lower backs, gorgeous long necks, everyone. Eyes at eye level. Stretch. Other side. Right on top of that leg, supporting leg. Emma, hold. And in, 2, 3, 4. You're just rushing in. And. There you go. And. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Abdominals and lower backs. Keep growing through the top of your head. Stretch that supporting knee. Keep that ankle as you track. All right. Cecchetti. And a piqué and a close. Up, and a cloche. Derrière, derrière. To the second, and in. To the second, and in. And a piqué, a close, up, cloche, to the front, to the second, first, fifth, to the second, first, fifth. Petit battement facing the bar, 16, track it, other side, all right? Up on that thing, up, and a back, 2, 3, 4, second, first, fifth, second, first, fifth. Okay, here we go. Right on top of the leg, everyone. Thank you. Beautiful long legs. And up, cloche. And long, and in, long. And up. In, out. Here we go, lifting up. Deep rotator right on top of it. Long necks, everyone. Stretch. Very nice. And up. Long. In. Long legs. In. Up. Right on top of the leg. Abdominals and lower backs acting together. Heels forward. All right. Okay, facing the bar. To the second, close it back and back. To second, front and front. A flex, out. A flex, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a back, and a front, and a back, and front, and a back, and front. Flex, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. Okay. Cross it back, cross it front, 2, back. Okay, here we go, everyone. Thank you. Left. Cross it back, front and a back, and you still have time to stretch that leg. Stretch. Strong abdominals. Change. Standing on your leg. Stretch those knees. Yeah, that's it. Finish one. And again. Feel that supporting leg. In, 2, 3, 4. Last time, and in, 2, 3, 4. All right, okay. Breathe. Okay. Rond de jambe and fondue. Demi-rond cross, open, demi-plie. Lampe de leg, petit battement fondu for rond de jambe. And 2 rond de jambes. And a 1, 2, 3. And jeté, pass it through. Keep your back open as you throw. Fondue, demi-rond cross, open, demi-plie. Lampe de leg, petit battement fondu for rond de jambe. 2 rond de jambes. And a 1, 2, 3, jeté, pass it through, jeté. Okay? And a long port de bras, 32. Your own port de bras. Fondue demi-rond, cross open, plie. Lampe petit battement fondu for rond de jambe. 2, 3, fast. Jeté, passé, jeté. Okay? Lift up to cross that fifth. Thank you very much. Beautiful backs, everyone. Supporting leg takes you. Fondue demi-rond. Lift up to cross. Lift up to cross to second. Demi-plie, tops of those legs. Backs open. Petit battement. 2 rond de jambes. 3 quick. Now gorgeous backs, everyone. Chest open. Lovely, Karina. And open. On your leg. Lift up to cross. Plie second. Backs open. Metatarsals through the first. Stretch it, derriere. 1. Backs open. Your own port de bras. Nice, Annabelle. All right, everyone. Okay, as you go through, as you open, lift up, feel like you're making that figure of 8 and really feeling that rotation on both sides, okay? Other side, thank you. Backs open, on your leg. Long legs, lift up to cross, open, cross. Tops of those legs, backs open. Gorgeous long legs to the derriere. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Fondue. And a fondue to the front. Coup de pied, attitude. And
David, we're about 20 minutes into class now. Talk us through what we're seeing here.
Yeah, so right now Fiona is demonstrating a fondue exercise, and fondue means to bend in French, and she's obviously executing it beautifully, but bar really builds in difficulty. So we start with plie, which is sort of just a bending of the legs, and now we really start to exert more muscle, more exertion, and fondue is really, it's a slow strength building exercise. And something that I've been working on with the company is the clarity of all of these steps. And Fiona just showed a fondue with such clarity. And that's really something that I'm working on the dancers with, is to execute the steps in their most boiled down sense. So what it means is there's no extra anything. It's just clean, pure classical technique.
Because she executes so perfectly still, is that why her classes are so popular?
Well, she's beautiful to watch, actually, but the reason her classes are so popular is because of her energy, and it's also because, you know, she gives really great exercises that warm the dancer up through an hour and 15-minute period so well to be ready for rehearsals and be ready for performances in the evening.
Is that a non-negotiable for you, the energy in the class?
Yeah, it's really important to give positive, I think, energy, but also work the dancers and push them to their limits in a way, because every day, you know, you don't want to just phone in class. You want to really be working towards a goal to better and better your technique, better and better your exertion of the art form.
So essentially her job is to get those dancers in the zone for the day.
Exactly. And when you have the marriage of the pianist and the teacher, when you just feel like you're really coming together perfectly, you're finding the music and you're finding the execution of exercises, and that really is the perfect class.
Shoulders square, keep those abdominals lifted, lifted. Rotate, 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 rotate. And bring it down, all right. Okay. Frappe to the front and to the second derriere, and a second double. Up, up, derriere, up, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sideways with your beat. Ya pa pa da di da 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 da. Encore. A 2, a 3, a 4. Double. Up, up, double. Up, up. Long legs. Petit battement. Extend other side. All right. So double long. Encore. Double devant. Up, up. Double derriere. Up, up. 7 second. Petit battement. Okay. All right. Solid on that supporting leg. Gorgeous backs, everyone. Here we go. Stretch those legs, out, 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 double, up, up, derriere, long legs, out, stretch, 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 on the leg, and up, up, get ready to turn. Up, come on, stretch those knees. Solid on that leg. Up, up. Good. Sideways with the beat, Tom. Tap, 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 tap. All right. Lucien. All right, développé, 1, fondue, carry 2, the second double rond de jambe on fondue, carry it 2, the derrière, coup de pied to the écarté, rotation, cloche through, penché down, and recover. We start again. Développé, 1, fondu, 2, carry 2, the second. Watch the supporting leg, transfer your weight to the derrière. Coup de pied, écarté, get that hip back, and cloche, penché down, and recover. Okay, pull up that supporting leg on that penché. Here we go. We all okay with the, okay, thank you very much. Beautiful backs, everyone. Peel it off the floor. And lift those abdominals on fondu. 2. Carry to second. Hold. Fondu, double rond de jambe. Over the écarté, transfer your weight. Coup de pied, heel forward to the écarté. Rotation. Cloche. Stretch, pull up that supporting leg as you penché. Fingers, eyes. And peel it off. Lift those abdominals, gorgeous chest. Supporting leg on the fondu. Over your écarté, lift, abdominals lifted. Coup de pied, track. Backs open in the écarté. And rotation, bring that head back. Slice it through the first. Pull up the supporting leg. Stretch behind the knee, Katie, beautiful. Thank you. All right, grand battement. Okay, and to the second, and fondu. Throw the leg to the front and to the front and to the front. Reverse, to the second. Throw the leg, and if you're going to bend side, not that way, okay? Inside leg 3, okay. Grand battement, enveloppé, and throw the leg to the front, on your leg, and reverse, straight to the other side, okay? All right, thank you. Solid supporting legs, beautiful backs. Second. Retire, throw the leg. Standing on your leg, come on, where's your chest? Strong backs. Abdominals lifted, derrière. Other side, backs open. Solid supporting legs. Transfer. Thank you, everyone. Okay, rises.
So it looks like the dancers are done at the bar. This move doesn't look very balletic.
Does it not look graceful, Catherine?
Oh, everything your dancers do is 10 times more graceful than anything I would ever attempt.
Well, years ago, our medical team, which is led by Dr. Sue Mays, came up with this conditioning right after bar, before center, to do 20 to 30 single leg calf rises slowly. And it has proven that the injury rate of calves has gone down so much. And the Royal Ballet has picked up this technique, American Ballet Theatre has picked up this technique in New York. So it's proving really productive for injury prevention.
And now, David, the point shoes are going on.
Point shoes are out. So after bar, the ladies start to put on their point shoes. As you see, the principal artist, Benny Beme, is gearing up. But this is, you'll notice if you watch the Bolshoi Ballet, World Ballet Day, the ladies don't wear point shoes at the center. So it's different in every part of of the world. But here, the ladies always put on point shoes for center work to really keep their point work strong and their feet strong, of course, to dance in point shoes.
All right, okay. Please learn this one. Left leg front, we go to the effacé straight away, okay? To the effacé, effacé, and transfer, rond de jambe, and derrière, and transfer, rond de jambe. Supporting leg, fendu, pas de bourrée, tendu second, and second jeté first, plié, relevé. Effacé, effacé, transfer, rond de jambe. Use your legs transfer. Pas de fendu and pas de bourrée fifth. To the second, and a first, fifth. Relevé. Okay, get that beautiful alignment. If I say on your leg, rond de jambe. Remember here, bring your working leg to your supporting leg. Transfer, fouette, hips, thigh, pas de bourrée. Here we go. Beautiful alignment, and on. Transfer on your leg. Abdominals lifted, derrière. Transfer. Fendu, pas de bourrée, cross. And. First. Retirez. All right, lovely, Shani. Transfer. And. Derrière. Fendu, cross those legs. In. And we're there. Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, second group, please. Coming forward. All right, thank you. Standing on those legs. Transfer on the leg. Abdominals lifted. And on the leg. Slice it to the fifth. And we're there. Good. Beautiful backs. On your leg. Use your feet. And tops of those legs. And we're there. All right, getting better. Okay, thank you. First group back, please, with a pirouette. Keep it together. Use your neck, use your heads, everyone. Okay, thank you. To the effacé, and transfer. Supporting leg, nice. And in, to the front, up. Yes, keep the backs open on the end of the pirouette. Transfer. On your leg. And in. To the front. Backs open. There we go. Good. Okay. Move it. And thank you. And backs open as you transfer. Supporting leg. And light to the front. Up. Right on top of the leg. And cross those legs. And nice bending. To the front. Hop. We're going to go développé to the écarté derrière, double rond de jambe, pas de bourrée to the fifth, chassé arabesque, and lift, fendu, quarter tour écarté, quarter tour to the devant, cloche arabesque, and then we're going to go da, 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 fouette, opposition, and pas de bourrée under. développé, écarté, double rond de jambe, pas de bourrée, chassé arabesque, lift and fondu, quart to tour, fondu, quart posé, arabesque, hold pas de bourrée, fouetté, and pas de bourrée, under. Okay, so beautiful écarté. Remember, we always talk about being in the opposition here. Okay, get the other side to move. Stretch your supporting leg over that écarté so you can make it to the end. Make sure we get the chest where you want it to be at the very, very end. All right, on your leg. Okay, écarté, wide. Thank you. Left leg. Peel it off the floor. Développé to the écarté. One. We're there. Double rond de jambe. Pas de bourrée. And up. Fondu. And quarter tour. Backs open. Cloche arabesque. Hold. Pas de bourrée. And one. And up and over. Stretch those legs. Lovely. Good. Backs open. Double rond de jambe. Pas de bourrée. And uplift. Fondu. Stay on that supporting leg. Supporting leg takes you front. Fingers. Pas de bourrée. Backs open. Stretch our supporting leg. Yes. Very nice. Good, everyone. Okay, lovely. Remember, keep that flow happening when you're in your, as you do your quarter tour. Okay, keep that flow, especially when we're going from the derriere. Keep it going. All right. Keep the breath. Thank you. Backs open and développé. Double rond de jambe, fondu, pas de bourrée. Breath and supporting leg takes us, gorgeous backs, just keep them open. Front. Use your head. Pas de bourrée. Backs open, stretch our supporting leg. All right, not bad, keep that stretch on that leg. Pas de bourrée. Lift fondu. Keep the back open. Heel on top. Cloche. En avant. And stretch. All right, we get into trouble. This is adage, I know, but you can't do a fouetté slow-mo. Okay, unless you're so perfect on your leg, all right? You've got to push down, you've got to get things moving. It still has a momentum. It's the same as we talk about with pirouettes. You've got to push down and go. Both legs, both legs. Yes, but the thing is, a little bit, what's happening, you go into your derriere, we've talked about this all the time, you pull back, all right? You've got to counter. This has to go with you, all right? So you've got to get to there. It doesn't mean that you just lean forward, you go up. But up till the time you get to your demi-point at the very end. There you go, that's better, all right? Keep that flow happening. All right, good. Let's do this prep pirouette that I've been doing lately, okay? But just one group each, okay? So we're going to go, gentlemen, the tendu to the second, ladies, posé en avant, okay? And one, plié. En dehors, pirouette, détourné, and a fifth. En dehors, pirouette, chassé en avant, plié fourth, tops of the legs, en dehors, pirouette, dégagé, tombe down, en dedans, pirouette, and we do that again. Okay, so first group please, only one group each. Get on top of your legs, okay, really use the tops. Thank you. And backs open. Up, up. And tops of the legs. Abdominals and good. Chassé. Tops of your legs. Go. And front. And use. Lovely echo. One. And use your back. Yes, Isabel. Keep the supporting leg pulled up in the pirouette. Knee. And okay, so Isabel, just remember, keep that supporting leg on the en dehors, keep it stretched all the way through. Up. Yeah. I reckon if we got the knee into that retire really fast, remember we've talked about getting that? Okay, so just to make sure that it's in place to help you. All right, coming down stage. Here we go, everyone. Beautiful backs. Thank you. Supporting leg and the en dehors, you're just turning it in just a little bit, okay, at the very end of the turn, okay. Okay, here we go. And tombe, renverse, releve, into the...
David, it really feels like the energy is just building in the room now.
Yeah, so we're starting to move more, and everything, as you saw at the bar, is quite stationary, but now it's really more about dancing. And so the movements are getting bigger, the legs are getting higher, and the dancers are starting to turn. And, you know, dancers love to turn. They love to do multiple turns. So it's really a time when the energy in the class really is lifted. And this is in preparation for jumps.
Chassé arabesque and up. Chassé pas de bras tombe. Double attitude to the arabesque. Soutenu, en dedans, into a chaîné. Go for it in the lame duck, all right? But I want to see a true effacé with your shoulders and your hips and that releve. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Solid supporting leg. And one, and knee. Chassé, effacé, true. Abdominals. Good, and go for it, everyone. Up, up. Lovely arco. Yes, good. And knee. Chassé, true effacé, hips, shoulders. Abdominals on that attitude, Nat. Go for it. Up, up. All right, you just let go as you went into the attitude, okay? Yeah. I don't want you to close up your chest. Just keep this here, okay? And thigh, lift it up. All right, some nice attitudes there. Go. Keep the back open. Up. All right. Yes. Lovely. Energy off the floor. And en avant. Arabesque. You okay, Benny? Okay. Knee. All right, Belle. And thigh lifted in that attitude to the arabesque. Keep the abdominals to the arabesque, everyone. All right, it wasn't too bad. Just the last one is sat in your pelvis, okay? And good. Length and length. Thigh lifted. Keep the abdominals to the arabesque. That was better. Go. Keep your backs up, up. Yes, Jared. A little bit more stretch on that supporting leg on that lap duck. And back more. Okay, abdominals to the arabesque, everyone. Up, up, to the arabesque. Go for it. Use your back. There we go, good Benny. Okay, all right. Knee. Good, that was better length, Aya. And lift. Abdominals to the arabesque, get your chest to the efface. Go. All right, it's good, but all right, not slow. Round, round, yes, there we go. And abdominals to the arabesque, get your chest there, lovely Isabel. Good, Rena, keep going, keep the backs open. Yes, all right, ladies. Knee. Nice, Annabelle. En avant and lift. Get to your arabesque. Go. Keep the backs open. Yes, nice, Karina. Okay, so Matt, you know that renverse, we just need to get that leg into position a little bit faster on the devant. And up, up. Lovely, Shani. Go. And pull up the knee. You're thinking about it too much. You've got to take your back with you as well. And this is the last group on this side. And abdominals. All right. Go. Up, up. Yes. All right. That was a lovely attitude. What happened to my arabesque? It was a no man's land. He freaked out. Yeah, just keep remembering, everybody, you know, when we go to the arabesque, we have to get our chest to where we're going, all right? Because at the moment, you're doing the attitude and you're going to arabesque, but some of you are not being very directed with the chest. Okay, getting there. All right, in two groups. Changement, 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 changement. Second beat out, changement. A fourth, a fifth, changement. A fourth, a fifth, changement. And a 1, and 2, and a 3, and 4, and a out, beat out, changement. A fourth half tour, fifth changement. A fourth half tour, fifth changement. You got it? All right, remember what I say with the fourth, you've got to get those legs working. Okay, who's got it? That side. All right, this side, here we go. Thank you. And 4. Out, beat, and 4, change. I want to see the 4th, the second one, everyone. Beat, tops of the legs, tops. Other side. And beat. Nice. 4th and. Yes, Jade. 4th and. And. All right, change. You've got to take your body with you. I still don't really get that, okay? Right at the top. Glissade, assemblée, suppressu. Glissade, assemblée, suppressu. Si sont tombés en avant, si sont tombés, échappé second. Okay, back leg, ronde assemblée en avant. Glissade, assemblée, suppressu. Double. Si sont tombés en avant, change. Échappé second and ronde assemblée catch it underneath your hips. Okay. Glissade, assemblée, assemblée, super-sous, glissade, assemblée, assemblée, super-sous. C'est un tombé, échappé second and round, assemblée. Okay, second leg in the glissade, thank you. And brush, up, nice. And en avant, catch the foot in, oh, and move, en avant, go. Nice, Corey, lovely. And en avant, en avant. Use your bodies and en avant. Very nice. Catch it in the air. Nice, Lucien. Use your bodies. Back foot and in. That's it. Metatarsals. Pat, pat. En avant, en avant. Bodies, catch it, lovely, all right. And fifth in the air, en avant. Use your bodies, and in. Nice, Jared. Use your bodies, bend. All right, lovely. Toes, catch the fifth. En avant. And in. Nice chin. And in. En avant. Catch it. Where's my fifth in the air? Yeah. Catch your fifth. Yeah, even on the first ones. It's just en avant, okay? Catch that back foot in. All right? Da. Yes. Back foot in. Nice, Shani. In. Beautiful. Back foot in on the assemblée leg. And in. All right. Lovely, Shani. Beautiful. In. Last group. Bodies. Come on, bend. En avant, back foot in, and, all right, any assemblée, try and get that fifth in the air, all right, not on the descent. Okay, so we're going to do petit jeté 2 and a 3 ton levé, petit jeté 2, a 3 ton levé, ballet, ballet, coupé, double rond de jambe, and a tombé jeté and a tombé assemblée. Petit jeté 2 and a 3 ton levé, petit jeté 2, 3 ton levé, ballet, ballet, coupé, rond de jambe, tombé jeté, tombé assemblée. All right. So remember this position, trou effacé, so we get beautiful feet in the alignment. The double rond de jambe, tombe, take your abdominals with you, catch that assemblée, all right? Okay, bounce off the floor, metatarsals, here we go. Beautiful backs, everyone, toes, off the floor. Ballet, coupé, rond de jambe, up, and up, good, all right, off the floor. Ballet, ballet, ba ba ba, up, en avant. All right, okay, get that energy to catch that last assemblée. Yeah, ba. Keep the backs up, here, hop, off. Nice, aya. Rond de jambe, up. Very nice, gentlemen. All right. Toes. Stay on the music. And toes. Energy. Rond de jambe, up. En avant. Yeah, don't do that. Bring it here. Keep it going en avant. Yes. Rond de jambe. Toes. Come on, that ton levé. And up. All right, Emma, on the ton levé, I want to see a pointed foot, okay? Pointed foot. Rond de jambe. Take your body weight with you in the jeté. Yeah, rond de jambe, en avant, and up. All right, okay. Yeah, just always remember the toes. When you do the jeté, 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 ton levé, you get it from the jeté to the ton levé. So we always have the same foot that you've got in the jeté, okay? It shouldn't be a relaxed foot. That's it, okay. Onto chacart, onto chacart, onto chacart, onto chacart. Échappé un de toi, coupé brisé, coupé brisé, coupé brisé, coupé cabriole, coupé assemblé. And a cut and a 2 and 3 and 4, échappé, and a 3, coupé brisé, 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 coupé cabriole, coupé assemblé. Okay, here we go. Thank you. One. Push. En avant. Take your abdominals with you. Feet. Down. Brush. En avant. Catch. Back foot. Yes, all right. Brush. En avant. Toes. Catch. En avant. And catch those feet. Yes. En avant. Toes. Into those toes. En avant. All right, okay. Evie, just a little bit more. Get those toes, okay? Going well, but just keep them working faster. And up. All right. Right behind you. Yes. Catch. Thank you. Good. Keep the shoulders down. Keep the shoulders. Chest still. And catch. All right. So just keep the calmness. All right? Yes. You're okay. All right, okay, Cecchetti, Cecchetti over supra-su, effacé, pas de bourré, Cecchetti, changé, assemblé, changé, assemblé. Okay, ladies, chassé, ballonné, parcouru to an assemblé, chassé, pas de bourré, glissade, I want to développer, pas de chat, but I want to see, and keep that transferring on along, all right? Okay. Gentlemen, on the end of that, you've got chassé, ballonné, chassé, pas de bourré, assemblé, double cesson, assemblé, double cesson, to whatever position you want at the very end, okay? Cesson, supra-su, da, da, ya, da, da, changé, assemblé, and changé, assemblé. Ya, this is for the gentleman, chassé, da, 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 di, up, double cesson, assemblé, double cesson. Ladies, chassé, ballonné, parcouru, catch it in the air, chassé, pas de bourré, and glissade, pas de chat. All right, so I want to see a picture in the air, and make sure you're not going backwards, you're going en avant, all right? Thank you. Just remember, en avant. Thank you. And one. En avant. Legs in the air. Good. Use your backs. Parcouru. All 1, 2. Good. En avant. 2 legs. All right. Nice. Nice, Rena. En avant. Jump. Backs open. All 1, 2. And legs. Good. Okay. En avant. Toes, here we go. Pelvis. En avant. All right. what was that? En avant, 1, 2. Chest, en avant. All right, lovely, nice chance. Keep the chest, guys, come on, en avant, jump. Get the knee up. And down, up, up. All right. En avant. Get the knee up. And again. All right, okay. Body's over. All right, that was more like it. Okay. Push. Nice, Amy. Push. Catch the 5th. Keep your chest going with you. Yes, lovely. Push. Take your body's chest. Feet in the air. Chest over. All right, okay, cool. Back's open. All right. Evie, when you're doing the C-zone, try and get this in the air on the attitude one. Yes, there you go. Knee up. Up, up. All right, okay. So Matt, 2 feet, 2 feet. You just took off 1. And knee up. Together, up. All right, be confident, guys, be confident. All right, just go together. That's all you have to do. We're all one piece. All right, grand allegro. From here, ladies, glissade grand jeté and glissade grand jeté, posé croisé and fouetté. And I want to see the picture in the air on the fouetté, okay? And entrelacé, gallop and balancé and chassé jeté lancés. All right? Glissade grand jeté and glissade grand jeté, posé arabesque, scan through. And fouetté in the air, and entrelacé, gallop, balancé, and chassé, jeté lancé. Gentlemen, glissade, double cabriole, and jeté, same arabesque, and double cabriole. Assemblé, or entrelacé, and balancé, 2 jeté lancés with a double saut de basque at the very end. So double cabriole, glissade, grand jeté, croisé, fouetté, cabriole, into an assemblé, balancé, jeté lancé, lancé, double saut de basque. Ladies, you're all good? Okay, do what we've been working on, that is pushing yourself en avant, with those beautiful feet in the air. Okay, thank you, Kylie. And forward, and fly. Arabesque. In the air, jump. Yes, Corey, up. En avant, push, en avant. All right, Corey and Evie, your back foot, we need to go more energy so it stays behind your shoulder, okay? Push en avant, push, en avant. All right, okay, not bad. If we just get your legs, both of you, your legs in derriere a little bit faster, okay? And 2 legs in the air. Yes. All right, okay. It's not too bad. If we could just keep this lovely. When we go here, you're just a little bit like that. Keep it going forward, okay? One piece. En avant, push, push, yes. All right, ladies, yes. And up, fly. Serena. Push forward, forward, forward. All right, getting there. Yes. Up. Keep the leg behind your shoulder. 2 legs, 2 legs. All right, okay, we got there at the end. Katie, got there at the end. It was a really nice jeté, okay? On your arm, forward, forward. All right, okay. So Yumi, just keep that leg just a little bit more to the ankle on the line, yep. En avant, push, back foot, back foot. All right, just the coordination is coming, but you've got to get there, and you've got this. You're a little bit like that, so your back leg can't stay behind your shoulder, all right? Yes. En avant, on the floor. All right, okay, just keep one piece, all right? Head up on that assemblée, en avant. Up, gentlemen. All right, just it needs it from here. There's a needs the energy, okay, the dynamic. One piece. Up, up. Oh, nearly. So we've got to get that soda basket, all of it, up before you land, okay? And up, up. Ah, okay, that was a nice soda bass. Other side. Do you need a rest? Do you need a rest? All right, just one more group. One more group. All right, nearly. Just a bit more of that meditation. The back foot, the back foot. En avant. All right. I was going to do around the room, but we've only got 2 minutes left. So we'll just do fouettes. Coming forward. Ladies, fouettes. Coming down. All right, we'll just do 2 groups, all right? And then gentlemen, just we'll do some other seconds. Here we go, thank you. On the legs, stretch. Keep your body still. You just, Benny, on the double. Yumi. Finish it. All right, okay. Okay, second group please. Last group, ladies. Strong supporting leg. Thank you. And. Nice. Lovely. Keep the head going, keep the length. Eye out, keep the length. Keep the length, keep the length. Good girl. All right. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Kylie. Mwah. Okay.
Happy World Ballet Day.
Happy World Ballet Day.
Happy World Ballet Day. Happy World Ballet Day. Happy World Ballet Day.
Jump for joy.
Jump for joy.
And there you have it, an inner sanctum look at class here at the Australian Ballet. David Holberg, what do we have to look forward to next?
Well, right now, the dancers are preparing for rehearsal for Harlequinade, which is a full-length ballet unearthed by choreographer Alexei Ratmansky, originally choreographed by Marius Petipa, who created Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, The Nutcracker. You're going to see two principal artists interpreting the main roles, Benedict Beme and Brett Chenoweth, two fabulous dancers with this company. It's really a beautiful scene full of the women's corps de ballet and these two principal artists. Can't wait for you to have an insider view of rehearsal.
I can't wait either. If you have a question for David or your favourite dancer, please leave a comment below. Before we go to rehearsal, David, you know how I love clothes, love fashion, it's my favourite thing. Guess where I got to go?
Where?
I went into wardrobe.
Did they let you in?
I said that you said it would be okay for me to go in. I hope you don't mind.
I don't, as long as you didn't try anything on. Did you?
Wait and see. Have a look.
Hi, Catherine. Welcome to the costume department.
Thank you so much for having me in. David Holberg said I could come down here, fit on whatever I want. I want to fit on that one.
We'll see about that. How about I show you around instead?
Okay, well, I'll fit that on after.
So, welcome to the workshop.
Wow, so this is where it all happens here in South Bank. How many people work here?
So at the moment we've got 4 costume cutters and 5 costumiers who make the costumes, as well as millinery and fabric dyers, and a team who look after buying all the fabrics.
How long does it take to make a costume?
It can differ depending on the complexity of the costume, but let's talk to Tiffany. She's one of our ladies cutters and she's making a new card costume for Harlequinade. Tiffany, how long do you think this costume is going to take to create?
Around 70 hours.
70 hours. That's a long time, and that would be one person spending 70 hours on one costume.
That's right. It's quite a commitment of time.
So what about the process itself? So this is the Bible, right? This is where it all starts.
That's right. The costume designer will present these drawings of each of the different characters in the ballet. From that, they'll sit down with the costume cutters and the costume coordinators to go through what type of fabrics they imagine it will take to make this costume. They'll talk about the way they want the costume to move. They'll talk about maybe the choreography and what the requirements will be technically for the costume. And from that, they'll order some fabric. The cutters will make a toile or a sample costume, which they might send to rehearsal for the dancers to try with the choreography, just to make sure it's absolutely going to work before we then start making the costumes for real.
So that's when you find out if the fabric works, because it needs to almost move with the dancer. The outfit needs to dance a little bit.
That's right. It needs to complement the choreography, not work against it.
Can I have a look at some of the Harlequin outfits if I promise not to ask to try them on?
Let's go.
Thank you. This is stunning. Talk to me about this one.
This is the Columbiner's Lark tutu. It's from Harlequinade also. These costumes all came from New York. American Ballet Theatre, who we share the production with, did the first season. So all of these costumes were created there. After they'd finished with them, they were sent here for us to use.
Wow, so this costume has done way more international travel than anyone in Australia, that's for sure. Can I touch it?
Yeah.
So this, talk to me about the print, it's stunning.
So this top plate on this tutu was digitally printed. The designer would have mapped out exactly where he wanted the digital print to go and the colours that he wanted. Then they've appliqued sections on the tutu just to give a more textured effect.
Have the dancers seen this yet?
Yes.
I'm tipping they love it.
Absolutely love it.
Wow. And what about these? These are all Harlequinade too?
That's right. They're the set of larks that perform with Harlequin's lark.
So how long would it take to make one of these? I know they were made in New York, but if you were making them here?
I'd be estimating 120 hours at least per tutu.
120 hours per tutu. Surely I can fit on a tutu now that I know that. David Holberg said I could.
How about a hat?
I'll settle for a hat. I'll give the hat a go instead. What are we thinking?
I think it works.
Musette, can I pull it off? I might just put it back in case we lose it. thank you so much for showing me around. It's been a huge honour and a privilege to come in.
It's been a pleasure showing you around, but I've got more to show you.
Oh, wow, let's go. You are watching the Australian Ballet's broadcast of World Ballet Day. For the full schedule, go to worldballetday.com. David, two of the companies that are so close to your heart are coming up.
Yeah, the Royal Ballet in London and the Bolshoi Ballet in Moscow, two amazing companies, two very different styles of dancing. It's really such a huge day of different styles of ballet. Stay with us.
Stay with us indeed, and don't forget, if you have a question for David or your favourite dancer, just leave a comment below.
Good. All right, hi everyone. Listen, I just want to reiterate stylistically what we've gone through with Alexei, and just like the use of the body, yeah. I know we're sort of gonna try and do a bit of a run. If it's not a run, it's not a run. This is a rehearsal. But just keep in mind, like the fingers on the tournevis, the body, all of that. Yeah, okay, great.
David, explain what you've just communicated to the dancers there.
Yeah, well, Alexei Ratmansky was just in the studio with us, and he really imparted these kind of stylistic nuances, like a deep use of the body, of the rib cage, of bending the body to a certain degree. So I was sort of just giving them a friendly reminder as right before the rehearsal starts. I like to sort of start things off on the right note so we don't have to stop a lot.
Good.
And good. Good. Feet, ladies. Head up a little, Emma. Head up.
And Riley. Same with you, Riley. A little lift there.
Long back leg, ladies. Fingers, ladies. Yeah. Serena, open the hip up just a touch. Yes.
It goes too low. It goes too low. That's when the legs do that. Back in the parallel. It's better though. Getting onto It's better.
Elbows, ladies. Bend a little bit more. Feet in the run.
Yes.
Bodies, ribs, use your ribs. Really bend. Good. Bend more, Serena. Good. All right. Good. Okay. We need timing for the arms at the end. Yeah.
So if we go from there,
Good, Benny and Brett. Yeah, good.
Sarah,
Good
you
run.
could be down over the top.
David, you offer the dancers encouragement there. Do you deal with all dancers differently depending on the personalities? Do some dancers need more feedback than others?
Yeah, I think it's always finding a balance because some dancers really want to be pushed hard and sort of me being kind of a taskmaster in a way, and then some need more positive reinforcement. But with these group rehearsals, what I really try and do is stress some positives that were done well, but then also stress some things that need improvement. And as you saw the ladies, at the end they weren't totally in sync, and that was my first comment that kind of came out. of my mouth. But I think it's finding that balance between the positive commentary and then as well just making things, refining things even more. Sorry, one more time. Yeah, really overemphasize this, yeah. One more time. Yes.
And very gently.
Good.
Bourraying. Deep. Still.
Watch each other. No. Sorry.
So, what we've got to
You're
do.
going a little ahead. Lily, you were a little late. How can we?
Yep. So what we do is we're watching each other. Our knee needs to hit the ground on the final note. So after we've bourrayed back, we've hit the fifth on the very high note. From that fifth, bye-bye, and then you've got the rest of it to come down.
Yeah, it's hard to find musically, right?
It is, but it's about just watching.
Yeah.
And it will always be about just watching and knowing the speed which we're going.
Ladies, the top arm here, what I explained the other time, like really bring this elbow up, add the texture, and it starts at the bottom. So it's almost like you search up there. Yes, that's better. Because what happens, what it looks like is it just goes here. It looks too dry.
And watch it. The arm doesn't go and the head has stayed. You start to lift your head with the...
Good, Lisa. One more time. Everyone watch Lisa. This is your moment. And...
That's it.
Good, yeah.
Let's listen once more because we haven't really established this clearly, but that's our timing, darlings. And...
Take your time. Don't stand up too quickly. Good.
Still.
There we go. Watch each other.
That's how it's going to work.
Good. Going back,
Yep.
what are the arms in the chaînés?
They're down. They're low.
There's a difference in interpretation because Serena has elbows,
They're
Karen
straighter.
has straight.
They're straighter.
Yeah.
Straight and low. They're hanging down across your little romantic tutu. And the other difference in the chaînés is, you're so right, David, it's not a spotted chaîné. Even though we're doing the rhythm with our feet to be together, it's not step, spot, step, spot. Di, ba, 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 ba. It's more like that.
And don't overcorrect these arms. Just keep them here, ladies. Yeah, exactly.
Remember, we're larks. The friends in the previous act have this very stylized fingers. We've got feather tips. Yep. And that stand was much better, but the chaînés were really not together. Why don't we do that? Because then we need to clarify our new change for standing and kneeling. That timing was So we know exactly the counts. We go step, glissade. You should step the first chaîné before that rhythm of bi, ba, ba, ba-di. So step, glissade, step, bi, ba, 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 bi, ba, 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 bi. I think some of us are not doing that first step onto point inside the preparation. How do we get there easiest?
And ladies, in the chaîné, really foot first before you go into it.
Yep. Do you have a little something in?
Yes,
Thank you.
Jasmine. Yes.
5 and 6. Step, foot.
Yeah, what's happening, thanks. What's happening is Emma and others, you're chenet, you're trying to find the force. It's just a chenet, yeah. Just go like easy, like float it around.
That's it. That's better. Now, arms jazz, you tend to end up bending your elbows in. It's exactly that. You feel your arms are quite lengthened. That's good. And still a bit too snappy with your head, Emma.
One more
time.
time.
That's good, Dash. That's great. That's good, Sarah.
One more time.
And
don't rush it. There we go. Easy. Lines.
stand. We keep going on so we can get these positions correct.
More body, Riley.
Lift. Okay, so one of the things that is causing us to look slightly different is that we need to establish this position almost and kneel into it. I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? We need to establish this position and almost just kneel into it and establish a bit more, as opposed to still opening, still opening, still opening, still opening, and then you're there. So you've got 5, da, 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 6, and you're starting to kneel in this position. So we see you all go down in the established position and be still there.
Ladies,
directly into the adage.
Ladies, what makes a difference, actually, is if you create this, like the presence, the aura. And so when you're here, it's a difference between here and here. It's like that much, but it also makes you sing together. So then when you're going from the 5th, it's like, you know, you're creating this kind of presence, atmosphere. And when it works, it's created in unison. When it's not working, it just turns into steps. Let's try that one more time. Let's go from the chenets one more time, actually, because they were good. Let's seal the deal.
Do we have any questions about the chenets now? They're not perfect, but they're looking much better. We've got plenty of time to perfect them, but I think we're established where we're going. Yep.
Just float around. And thanks. Create that atmosphere. Watch each other. Breathe together. And there we go. Same thing here. Totally in unison. Good. Okay, good.
Thank you. So Dash, your arms could be a little bit more. That's it.
Great, thanks, Janice. Good. And interestingly, like that goes into Ballet, that goes into Swan when we go there eventually. That goes into this, into Romeo. It's all about like that atmosphere that I think it's like it becomes something else. Goes beyond like the feet that we talk about or the arms that we talk about. Great. Good.
I really need to establish this change that we've made into the 2 diagonals because that wasn't quite together. And also when we get up from the 2 diagonals. So we fast forward to our 2 semicircles. I sense that we're all waiting to get up to go, and we've got to get up a little bit sooner to get there, to be kneeling on 7, and then the other ladies to take their arms up on 8. So could we play into those 2 semicircles so the ladies can feel that? Thank you.
don't get cold, guys. Yeah.
Brush. Knee comes up. Press.
Fingers, fingers.
3, and you're there. You get up now and move. Da da da, 6 and 7, 8. Okay. I see what you mean, Karen. It's tough now with this little switch for us to be getting there. I think we should take one extra count. We double check with Alexei, but he wants this to look really harmonious, and the spacing, the heights are much better. So if you have a fraction longer to get to the standing, the ladies behind will have a fraction longer to get to your positions. And I'd like the ladies who are preparing at the back to already have the downstage arm in front. Yeah, so you need to get your body around the corner and set up. And some of you have a more difficult pathway than others. So where are you exactly to make it work? Show me the final position. If you're kneeling, I've got my downstage arm in front. And 8, yep.
Yeah,
so the whole
just-
stage
and
will
I'll-
stand on 7.
Also, just watch each other, because there's a couple that aren't quite there yet that are trying to get there as quickly as they can.
I think that this will solve that one, David, because by the fact of us just standing on 7, I think that will help you. So on 7, if you're standing, if everyone's standing on 7 your arms are set, and then on 8 the front line kneels and the back line lifts their arms up. 7 and 8, good. And it doesn't need to be nymph or willy-like. It's really gentle. It's got this breath about it as well. Good. Now the visual is after Benny and Brett have established that lift. Yeah, they've gone deeper. When you've seen her stop in the position, that's your key to get up, not on the lift music. Yeah, so it's in the silence we're meant to go, and we were finding it difficult to find the part of silence. But once she's established that one, the picture is taken, and then you're moving to the next. Let's go. Can you see Dash? You can do it. You can do it. Psst. Yeah. You'll be able. I'm sure you'll be able to see it on the stage. Let's go into the straight line because I want to connect the two. If Lily has a mark where she can get to, then we're not going to have this backing up here. So, could you stand in the positions, darlings? It's the same. Yes, you're in a big fondue.
Cross your back leg more, ladies. Yeah.
Okay. So, where are you, Yumi?
On green.
So, this is on green. Is your front foot on green?
Yep.
So, Lily, your back toe needs to be on green because we're all facing the same direction. That's about right. Could I have a look, my darlings? Butter. Can you check out where you are? So Riley's exactly on the red. All right. Let's do the same place from the 2 semicircles into this new diagonal line, standing on 7. Kneel or lift your arms on 8. If Benny and Brett could come in, that would be great, so
Yeah,
we can see that lift.
After that, I want to give them some time.
Yes,
as
absolutely.
well.
Then we'll be done. They're going to do this other little section as well, where you just as you're running through. Actually.
Ladies, in your arabesques, open the hip just a bit, yeah? So you can get a higher arabesque. So just go. Oh, yes, there we go. Corey, a little more. Yes.
Dash, you have a tendency at the very end to take it a little bit too high. Your established one's great. And remember that this is this traditional old style attitude, which is closer knee to chest. And yeah, knee is high.
Good.
Good. Do you know where we are, Janice? Thank you. Yep, to move to the center. Hands, fingertips are touching.
Open the hip now. Good. Emphasize the knee.
And go. And 5, 6, and stand. Kneel.
Better. Cross the leg back. Watch your lines.
Okay.
Good.
Go on.
All right. Good.
Good.
Good. All right.
Great.
Let's
thank you.
let's
Do
give
some-
Benny
Benny
and
and
Brett
Brett.
some time.
Do you want the ladies to stay around in the positions?
Actually, thanks, ladies. Stay warm. We might do another something else, but let's
Yep,
go on to
sure.
Benny and Brett.
Okay, so Benny, just on the your first entrance, really, really lovely. I just think that after we've done, when we go into here, just get yourself downstage a little bit, get your angles on this one, get the second leg onto the onto ton de flèche, around here, and see how we go with the, okay. It's just the releasing of the rib cage. Okay, but the first part of it was really, really lovely. So it's just getting around here, and then they're coming out, and then remember the jeté. So with the head, just keep the whole thing moving forward, en avant, okay? So this is just, where do you want to go from? Play right on the entry. Oh, entrelacé. Yeah, just play on the entrelacé would be great. Keep it light, keep shoulders nice and light, light. And second leg, that's it. Up.
Good.
Could go just a little bit more, couldn't
Yeah,
it? And then chest
yeah.
going on a ball. Okay, thank you.
I think
That face.
because it's so challenging, create a little more like you're a bird, you know? Create that sense of like, just play with a little bit more. Because I know Alexei gave you such details of like the legs and the accent and all of that, but play with a little more. We don't have to repeat it, but
Yeah.
I think in general, the harder it gets, the more you should play facially.
Which leads
Good.
us into the à la séquence. Okay? We've talked about that. So it's just finding that place, that strong supporting leg. Same thing, just stance, use your back, and then bring it in, but use that leg. This is going into her à la séquence turns.
Good. Okay,
All
good,
right.
good. I do not envy you. You know, sometimes there's the ballerina steps that we just look as dancers and we're like, we do not envy you. Benny, use this more in the first one. So come around there. Yes. Just make it, because it's so hard, make it as rich as you can, as textured, also with your elbows. So it's like the elbow here, and then same here. It's like, yes, there we go. And then, sorry, Fee,
Sorry,
one
no,
more
go
thing.
for it.
Then here, it's like don't straighten too soon, but keep it soft. even at the end, you know how we've spoken about this in the past, like release that, just a touch. Yes, to feel this air. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then when you go into your pirouette, I feel like your leg, when you bat moment to second, it's very, very delayed. There needs to be a point where, yeah.
I can feel like, so I feel like I've already like.
Yeah, I think because you think you're in a, as you're doing adagio, everything moves fast, but slow, but it doesn't. Okay, there needs to be a dynamic to push from.
You know what, Benny, take the risk, even if you hop, because what's beautiful is if you establish that al seconde. You know, it's like, even if you, whatever. And really rich use of the back.
Thanks.
Beautiful, good. Nice. Same thing. Doesn't matter.
Keep the momentum. Once you get that brush of the second. Ah.
Good, okay, good. Good.
Nearly.
One was great,
Yeah.
2 was good, 3 was you're tired. Really nice, good.
Good. All right. And then the last bit for us was just the very, very end, okay, going into the fouette, okay. Just the last, yes, please. Oh, sorry. The end of the pas de deux, when she raised back, yeah.
Good. Yep, okay. Okay. Good. 2 things, Benny, from your al seconde.
Just getting that from the floor, getting
Walk
that
this
foot
hip.
to go straight away.
The
She
hip should
goes
go,
into a little bit of
keep the
a
hip
line.
open. So actually, it'll give the illusion that your leg is in al seconde, and then you just go. You don't have to lower it. Just toe, and then keep the hip open, keep the hip open, keep the
Go
hip open.
behind.
Beautiful, good.
Yes.
Yep. Then, from the arabesque, take the risk and go. Take the risk and go off right away. Just be ready for that, Brett. And nice. Then get her high enough, Brett, that you can go, that her leg can actually go from down to the ground, just straight to there. So it just goes, and it's, I think it's in connecting right away, like you really, the 2 of you, going, boom.
It's segmented.
Yeah.
And Benny, I know it's hard off that floor, but you're doing something funny with that foot before you go, yeah, okay?
Nice, better. Maybe connect. Try one thing.
She's going to.
You might be too
open
far away
position
from her at the beginning.
Too fast again.
Try and get a little more
That,
distance.
And it just turns at the end.
And then that you have that
I think
distance
it's
to go there.
open too much.
Just try that. Too far, sorry. Yeah.
At this point of the rehearsal and with this lift, are you looking for perfection?
Yeah, you know, I mean, you notice we do the lift a number of times, and there's just this little adjustment that Brett and Benny do at the end of the lift where he has to adjust her on his body, and we're just trying to like smooth that out. It's the finest detail, but it's something that, you know, we will perfect until we get right, really.
Or else you won't sleep at night.
Or else we won't sleep at night. Listen, it was a really successful rehearsal, though. It was gorgeous to watch all of the ladies, and these principal roles, very demanding. They did it really well. I was really pleased with the rehearsal.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
Well, you've seen the rehearsal. Now it's time for our favourite part of World Ballet Day. We get to talk to some of the dancers. We are joined now by principal artists Benedict and Brett. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. That looked really tough. How did it feel?
It is quite hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite a challenging piece. Really enjoying like delving into the style of Ratmansky's work, but yeah, it's pretty challenging. Yeah.
Brett, how is it for you?
It's really interesting doing a work that is like, as a reconstructed ballet, it's so old, but it's so new for us as well. So trying to be faithful to the style and the use of the body and the partnering is difficult, but also like having fun and being fresh. It's, yeah, definitely challenging.
So I'm curious what it was like for you guys with Alexei in the studio, because he was with us about a month and a half ago. And for you, what did you get out of that studio time with him, which is so specific because he's the one that unearthed Harlequinade?
It was amazing. I haven't really worked that closely with Alexei before, and he pulls out like things from you that you didn't even know there. Like you can always bend more, you can always turn faster, you can always move more quickly. And he would get up and demonstrate, and we were always just like no matter like what character, what step, like he just embodied everything, which was also awesome because you could visually see what you were trying to achieve. So yeah, I really loved it. Yeah.
I mean, he's like a one-man show.
Yeah.
His knowledge, he's like a walking library of the history, and also his understanding of the art form and what it can do. And as you said, he demonstrates everything, and he moves so fast and so much, and you think if he can do it, then of course we have to try.
Yeah, totally.
Guys, the one thing I've really noticed more than anything today is how hard you guys work, because ballet class itself to start the day, to me, looks so full on, and that's just the start of your day. I mean, is the boss working you too hard?
You have to answer that right now, right here, right now.
Right here, right now.
No way.
How do you maintain your energy though? Because you're elite athletes and artists, you know, away from the ballet centre in other sports, they just don't train that much. How do you keep your energy up?
I think for me, it's the passion and the motivation that we all share. The fact that we can do this for a job, for a living. Our bodies are our tools to make art, and you know, for me personally, the gratitude that I have that I can do this, you know, especially in this time, that's such a gift and such a motivator to try and make the most of it, you know, while we can. It's so special and unique. Why wouldn't you just go for it, you know?
Can we talk about the casting? And I'll get you involved here, David. So you two dance as a couple. How important is the chemistry? What do you do to work on it? How does that pan out?
Yeah, I think like the chemistry and the trust is so important. Brett and I have worked a lot together this year, and it's actually been really quite a beautiful thing to sort of see, I think, our relationship grow and our trust grow, and sort of understanding each other's bodies. Even like I've had some of the best corrections from Brett, like just being like, maybe it's like this could help, and then it's like, oh, maybe that could help you, and you kind of learn from each other. And I think, yeah, then your relationship blossoms, and then when you go to tell a story, it's more genuine and real, which I think also as an audience member you can tell, and you get more out of that as well. Yeah.
Brett, is it important to make that correction at the right time, or you, when you're doing that vice versa, do you have to pick the right moment?
Yeah, I think it's the making a safe space to take risks and to push each other and help each other and learn from each other is an attuned space. You know, you get used to what you can offer and what you can learn from, and I think, that's part to the staff and the leadership, as well as having an environment where you can say something if you see it, or you can observe, and we kind of make a world where we have this unspoken language of, you know, energy and connection, and that speaks to far more than, you know, just a conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Last but not least, you must be so excited to get back on stage. Are you counting down the days?
Yeah, it's like, there's nothing quite like the energy and the adrenaline and that kind of like spontaneity of being so involved in a story and so involved with your partner that just things happen, and then sometimes you can't even remember it because it feels so special. But yeah, I think, just desperate to get back on stage.
Benedict, Brett, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
David, when can we see this on stage?
You can see Harlequinade next year in our 2022 season with these amazing artists, but also the rest of the company. It's a gorgeous work full of tutus, petit pas. It's really a beautiful ballet.
In just a moment, David's going to talk to the director of the Australian Ballet School. And David, I know that's such an important relationship with the Australian Ballet.
It is, you know, the Australian Ballet School is the training ground for the Australian Ballet, much like the Paris Opera School is the training ground for the Paris Opera. So it's a vital relationship because the dancers that dance for the company have trained at the Australian Ballet School. And after that, stay with us for rehearsals of I Knew Then, a gorgeous contemporary work that the dancers will be dancing here, and also Romeo and Juliet, a timeless classic.
Happy World Ballet Day! Happy World Ballet Day! Happy World Ballet Day! Happy World Ballet Day! Jump for joy! Jump for joy! Jump for joy!
Now I'm joined by the director of the Australian Ballet School, Lisa Pavan. Lisa, welcome.
Thank you very much, David.
Listen, you know, I'm the new kid on the block, but I quickly realized how important our relationship is to the success of the Australian Ballet School and the Australian Ballet. So tell me a little bit about that relationship, because I think you and I, we've really held each other's hands and we're moving forward, but tell me a little bit about on your side with the school.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to start by saying, David, I'm really looking forward to that future, because I think we can build a great working relationship towards it for each other, and in aspiration of our goals for both of our organisations, the Australian Ballet School and the Australian Ballet Company, and that is producing dancers of the highest calibre. So I'm really looking forward to working with you in that.
As am I.
I think we have started off on a great journey, and the importance of the school to the company, we exist for each other actually. I think the importance for the school coming forward, being in this beautiful building, being able to see the aspiration of the students, the dancers down the end of the building, what a valuable asset that is for them, how they can aspire to join the company. And, you know, we have a beautiful symbiotic relationship. It's been nearly 60 years, actually. Wow. And I'm so glad that you've joined the company and to steer it forward, and have shown so much interest in the school. And I think that's really valuable for young people that are wanting to come and join the school in the future and aspire to join the Australian Ballet.
Yeah, I just think it's so important, because my experience around the world is, you know, with Vaganova to Mariinsky to Paris Opera School to Paris Opera, I just know that it's so important for that relationship, because, you know, the recruitment of students to the school and then the recruitment of dancers from the school is this beautiful, I think, lineage in the history of classical ballet, really, and you are the training ground to the future success of this company.
Yeah. And I think if we can acknowledge the founding director of the Australian Ballet, Dame Peggy Van Praag, I think she had that as a vision, that she said that a great national ballet company needs a great National Ballet School to train the students of the future. So I feel absolutely privileged and honoured to be the custodian of the school. I get to travel around Australia and audition young people to see where they are suitable to vocational training, and looking out for uniqueness, musicality, coordination, of course, beautiful dance skills that we can also then teach and mould and really prepare them for the vocation and the profession moving forward.
Well, you are doing great work. You and I, have just met. I'm taking in a new intake of students into the company. It's a beautiful time of year to be able to offer contracts to the students into the school. And thank you so much for speaking. And listen, the future is so bright, not only for the Australian Ballet, but also the Australian Ballet School together, united.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Now we are going back into the studio to watch Johan Inger's I Knew Then, a beautiful contemporary work which shows the vast array of repertoire in this company. Music is by Van Morrison, so get ready. You might need to stand up and start dancing. It's going to be a fabulous rehearsal. Enjoy.
Okay, doke, we all good? Yep. Curtains up.
David, tell me about this work.
Yeah, as you can see, the tone is very different from Harlequinade. There are no pointe shoes. There's no corps de ballet women. It's a really atmospheric work, and again, just shows the diversity of the repertoire within the company. Everyone's in socks, and the music, the piece starts in silence, as you can see. And then Van Morrison comes into play. It's really great atmosphere.
Do the dancers love being in socks?
They love sort of exploring new movement, and I think socks is very freeing to them because they're always either in ballet shoes or pointe shoes. So when they can put the sweatpants on and put socks on, it's really like a bit of a deep breath for them.
That is just so cool, David.
Yeah, it's really great. It's a really beautiful piece. And actually, what's amazing to watch is you can see the dancers are so invested in this. They're just so like into the movement. They really believe in the movement. They believe in the choreographer. They believe in the work. It's really, really special for this company to be dancing something like this.
Thank you. Great. Really, really good run. That's definitely the best that I've seen it coming together. And just working with Johan last night, you can develop your own character inside the movement. It gives it some purpose, your own purpose and meaning. You know, and that's really reflected in what I just saw. Cal, without doubt, like it's just come another complete level. It's fantastic. Really, really good. Let's go back to the beginning and just do a few notes, and then I would like to run once from Cal's last coming in, just so we get that together. So much better. I think he wants you to be even more playful. Okay. Still even more playful. And then this one was so much better, but the way he described, be really intentional carving your fingers. You can make them, that's it. That was so much better. And then he still wants these even straighter. He'd forgotten to tell you. He wants hyper extended elbows. Right. So give me one more look, Mace. Ba, 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 be, ba. That's it. That's it. And yeah, really man boobs or that's and really play with it. Jerome in Sweden used to be really proud of himself, like, oh, got my first whatever. Arms were so much better. Now push something down, from up, down, up, put there. That's it. Oh, that's it. Yep. Good. Cal, your first section. You could. I'm sorry. It seemed as though us coming into this studio, it messed a few little things up, but I think that you are all aware. It's better that we get this full view, so that won't happen again. No, don't worry. I'm not seeing. We decided mouth, eye, ear. So we're not seeing. It might be your hair actually. Yeah, and to the side. Yeah, so we might not be even needing to see it. That's good. That's good. So your eye is a little flatter with your hand, and the ear, you're bringing some sound out. Oh, and the sweet perfume of Shalimar. It can really be like when you walk through a garden or you walk past someone who's really got a heavy perfume on, it's like it's really in the air. You can be almost taking it from the air to smell. That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah? So have that picture in your head. It got a little bit more like this, as opposed to, whatever the smell is. Yeah, Shalimar's a really strong perfume. This one was really good. While I'm thinking of it dim, I just saw Cal do his. This one could be a little bit bigger with your torso and let the head, that's it, that's much better. So the head's just going to be a reflection of the end of the movement. Don't make that too set. It's much more, yay, that's it. As a slow motion sort of jumps. Good, then we go on. So much better from the two of you. It was really, really good.
Yeah, we almost took out the back curtain.
You almost took out the back curtain?
The intention has changed.
Yes.
With what Johan said, which is...
It really works. All of these were, that's so good. The only thing I could say, you're very thoughtful.
Yeah, because remembering
'Cause
how
you-
I need to do.
And Tim's got a real intention about connecting with you. So you could be a little bit more, in a way, playful with him and thoughtful. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, words. I don't look at him when I do it.
No, you don't look at him. But instead of,
Yeah.
it could be. You're the one that's got the upper hand now. And you can do whatever you want with him, even if it's twist, twist. There, twist, twist, ba-da, beep, ba-da, 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 ba. That much better. It's just in that. Yeah. So I got you. I'm going to twist, twist, and your feet were much better then, keeping them that little bit closed. Good. Next one. Cristiano and Corey, fabulous. Are you taking a little bit more time to go pull and turn?
Yeah.
Because then you get the fullness of the movement.
Yeah.
It works so much better. The lift was great. That was really good. It still looks...
Funny on the run.
No, it's not the run. It's trying to catch her leg.
Yeah.
Like he said, you've got to catch the leg. And I'm just wondering if we should have a quick look at it.
I could slow it down.
That I think you should, if you slowed down the very beginning of it, it's that one. Yeah. So can you go super slow from it? From there, da. Yeah, so in order for us to see it clearly, if you're that little bit slower at the beginning, because if we see your hand go from down, up and over, we actually see that you're taking the movement. As if you start at the top, we don't really see it. That's it? So now, how slow is the fastest that you can do it? Just try once. Yeah. Ba, ba, be, ba, da. That's great. That's really good. And I think you can take as much time as you need there because this is fine. And then we go into the group. Beginning of the group was really nice. Could I see the very first be da 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 dum ba ba ba? Content said hands don't move till 5. Is that right? For you guys, or do you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They've got to be there by 5 because it wasn't together. Cause, are you down? You're lying down. Spacing was okay. And it's much better now with your extension. 5, 6, and 7, 8. Can we go into your walk? 1 ba da dum bum ba dum ba da dee da. Good. And good. Do we want to do that swap head on 8? That snappy? Because that's what we set, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the last.
Is it too?
Okay. Was it the fact that it was a bit more energy? With a bit more lush? Is lush and precious the same? Hi, Mum. All right, let's have a look at it full out with lush, presence, and hi, Mum. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8, and that's good. Ba, be da da. Ooh, ba, ba, be. Oh! Okay, all right, good. Shock and show. Our tondus aren't together now. We need butts back on the do-do-do-do. Think that your butt is drawing you. That's it. And then you're coming down through. This is really good. There's the 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Good. Dee da da da. This was really good. Tim comes in for, it's got to be that close, it works really well. Corey, you could hold on to his hand a tiny bit more before you let go, because we don't actually see that you've held on to it. So. There you are, that would be great. Hold on a little longer. Let's keep going. Ooh, bum, bum, ba, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ba, ba da, ba da, ba da. Good. Benny, your position there could be a tiny bit wider, I sense. Being the only gal, they're really like in there. That's it. There you are. And punch it out. 1, 2, 3. This is nice and soft. Here is another position. Here is another place after you're down. When you thread your legs through, it's got to be so focused forward. Even though your chin is up and your eyes are sort of looking straight ahead, off we go. Ba-da, ba-da. Really give the, that's it. Give the audience your best glare. Yeah, here we are. Next is bum, ba. Yeah, we're not seeing enough. It was a correction from him from before, which sorry I didn't give you. We should see this beautiful pike position and with the butt way up in the air. Thank you. Yep. 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 That's it. 5 of them in a row. They were fab. And off we go. This was, are you all right, Tim? Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure you're sure? Okay. Okay. We need to travel, yeah, these have actually been really good. Having a look, having a grab, and go. Up we go, shake the dice, and around. So, after you when you've thrown the dice, you don't care. You've had a great time, so you don't look at them. You throw them to the ground and you start to go, yes. The throwing and the head going to the left is on that count. I think it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Bum, ba da dum, ba da dum, ba da dum, ba da. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake. Good. Stop there. This one should be in line with the flexed heel. So the arm is really long and straight, and then you're really seriously cleaning the floor, getting something, a stain off. Yeah. That's it. But the hand is down. Then we break it. Ba-da. Good. Down we go. Hips first. Up you come, and this has been good, bless you. 1, 2, and 3. Really good shoulders. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and dee-da-da. Up and down. The bug was great. Switch, push, back. D, da, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, thread, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, this is much better, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, bum, 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 ba, upheld, switch. That, I want everyone to almost take a breath in. It's, the whole stage has got to stop, and then a really quick switch. Yep. Uphold, 4, uphold, switch, cut, dee, da, dum, and back, and we'll fix the rest. I'd like to do it from Callum.
So there you have it, the rehearsal for I Knew Then. We are joined by 2 artists, Callum and Dimity. Thank you so much for joining us. Now that's not what I expected from the Australian Ballet. I expect point shoes all the time. How are you enjoying it?
Loving it.
Yeah.
It's actually very refreshing to take off the point shoes every now and then, take the hair out.
What about for you, David, as you watch the rehearsal? It's so different. Do you enjoy the challenge of that, of seeing that play out?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me that's all about the diversity of the repertoire at the Australian Ballet. Yes, we do Sleeping Beauty, yes, we do Harlequinade, Romeo and Juliet, but we also do work like this, which I think is fulfilling not only for the audience here, but for the dancers. Don't you guys think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's challenging in a completely different way.
Yeah, and I think just to explore the versatility that we're afforded by doing the classical rep and also do work by Johan Inger, it's, I think, best of both worlds.
Tell us a little bit about the music, because we heard Van Morrison and
The Irish Van Morrison,
the Irish,
David,
and you
if
had to
you
plug
don't
that.
mind.
I know,
I had to get that in there.
So you danced to Prokofiev, but then Van Morrison is blasted through the speakers. Do you have a different connection to it artistically?
I think so. And it's not so much that I prefer it. I mean, I do love Van Morrison, but I also love Prokofiev. I don't know if it's more relatable or something. I don't know. I think it's because doing classical ballets, that's associated with doing those works on stage. But I've listened to Van Morrison since I was like a kid, and I'm not sure if it's that connection that makes it more special. Or maybe I just love Van Morrison and it's fun to dance to it. But
Dim, what about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I sing more to Van Morrison, but then I was thinking I'm actually backstage singing Prokofiev as well. So
Yeah.
I think it's just music in general. It just thinking about specific words sort of stimulate the movement in different ways. And I think, we've been so lucky enough to work with Johan over Zoom a few times, and it's literally just words he'll say to you, like precious or thick or poet, and those are the sorts of things that I like to sort of think about. Like today I'm going to try and be a little thicker in my movement, and that just influences it slightly differently.
What words do you need to hear for your performance? Are they different?
yeah, he uses the word precious and delicate a lot for a lot of the material that I do. He speaks about like being precious with like the pads of your feet on the floor, which is something when he said that, that changed everything for me in a way, in how I approach the work. So delicate and precious.
Does it take a while for the words to connect to the movement, or do you get that on day one?
I feel like I had a breakthrough last week with Johan, and so that's what, 2 months later.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of it as well.
So it's constantly evolving, every rehearsal.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of whether it's I Knew Then or Romeo and Juliet, which we'll see later on, things evolve over years. And if it's movement like Johan Inger's, or if it's John Cranko, I mean, as a dancer, you really evolve movement over the course of years. It's amazing.
It's such an amazing process. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
David, when do we get to see this beautiful work on stage? And of course, hear Van Morrison.
Audiences will be able to see this gorgeous work in the 2022 season in our festival called DanceX, which brings together many Australian companies under one roof. It's also an amazing work for these dancers to perform.
Happy World Ballet Day! Happy World Ballet Day! Happy World Ballet Day!
Happy World Ballet Day!
Jump for joy!
Jump for joy! Jump for joy!
David, I believe the Australian Ballet has an amazing education and outreach program, and despite everything, you've actually been able to get out on the road and do some work on that. Tell us more.
Yeah, it's been hugely successful. The Australian Ballet's education outreach program encourages a love of dance for people of all ages. It's actually amazing what they've been able to accomplish in these past couple of years, both remotely and in person. Really, it encourages such a love of this art form, and I'm always amazed at what they get up to. Most recently, they've gone to 7 states and territories within this year. Have a look.
Happy World Ballet Day!
Happy World Ballet Day!
Happy World Ballet Day!
Happy World Ballet Day!
Happy World Ballet Day! Jump for joy!
Welcome back. It is almost time for the Romeo and Juliet rehearsal, but before that, David, we've been joined by some very special guests.
The two members of the artistic staff, Fiona Tonkin and Steve Heathcote, but also legends of the Australian Ballet. I know you guys have danced Romeo and Juliet, but tell us a little bit about what roles you've done in the past.
Well, as soon as I joined the company, I think I started right from the very beginning doing clowns and doing Lily Maidens and even a gypsy, and then ultimately Juliet with my lovely Stephen Heathcote.
There you go, lucky me. Yeah, I mean, we've both been so lucky. We've grown up with this ballet, you know, since we first joined the company. And again, for me, I've progressed through various roles from Benvolio to Mercutio to Romeo, to then Tybalt later on, and now Lord Capulet. So it's great to get a look at the ballet from the viewpoint of all these different characters.
So now the tables have turned. The dancing career is over. Well, you're still doing Lord Capulet.
Yes.
But Romeo and Juliet, you are passing on the reins to Ako and Chen and to other casts. Tell us a little bit about what that's like to really pass on that gift that you said to a new generation.
Yeah, it's such a privilege to be able to do that. And we're both so lucky to have worked with Anne Williams, who's like a direct line to Cranko, to have had amazing coaches throughout our dance career. Reed Anderson, who coached us before we did the filming in 1991.
That's right.
I mean, it is such a privilege, and it's so lovely to have that relationship with dancers in the studio to actually help them find their own way with the story, as well as passing on what we've learned.
Steve, when you look at the dancers now preparing, obviously they have they have a very unique relationship. They're married, so they don't have to worry so much about the chemistry. But is it fair to say once you build that bond with a dance partner like Fiona, you have that bond forever?
Oh, I think so. I think you know, you always have that shared memory. Certainly we do. You know, and not just with Romeo and Juliet, also other ballets that we've performed together, and they're memories which sort of do bond you and weld you together, because it's an experience that you've had and you've gone through together, and that you've built it from beginning through to its completion. So it's a very special thing to share, you know, and I know that Fee and I really value all the work that we did together, just as today's principal artists will value when they look back on their careers, what they've been able to do together.
Help us out, finally. When we chat to them, they're married, we get that part of it, but what will they be finding challenging? What do we need to ask them about?
Probably being more diplomatic with one another.
I was going to say the same thing, Steve.
So in rehearsal, are they diplomatic, but then they go home and you're hearing it gets less diplomatic?
Well, we don't hear anything of what goes on at home. That's up to them.
But in the studio, sometimes, you know, comments or corrections can just be very pointed. It's the beauty of working with someone that you know so well, but also as coach, sometimes you're playing, you know, couples counselor a little bit.
Well, good luck with that. We'll be taking notes on the couple counselling, but for now, it's time to watch rehearsal.
So men, just to start things off, a little chin and chest, really open, powerful Capulet house, yeah? Ready, ladies? Not quite. Good, and. Sorry. Thanks, sorry. Don't anticipate, Jake.
And that music, David, does not need an introduction.
No, it doesn't. You know, the Prokofiev score is so well known and beloved by the dancers and audiences. And it's the score that really tells the story in the most amazing way. Okay, good. I'd like to stop, actually. Good, thanks. Jake, don't go ahead of it. What happens is it goes yum, and what Steve and Chris are doing is yum, ba-dun-dun. It's almost as if you're a little behind it musically. And then men, it's really about the first step, yeah? Really wide, a little too small, Mason. Yeah, just really establish power. It's really important first step. Let's try one more time.
Gents, also that the fingers aren't really open and released, holding the waist. They're held exactly as Steve, yeah? So, there you are.
A little more lift, Jake, yeah, Matt, Mason.
Yes.
Like here, yes.
Sit.
Dan, a little more lift, yes. Good. Wait for it, Jake. There. Better, good. More back, Amy. Good, Akko. Nice and soft. More back, Lily. Now everyone take a breath. Change the tone. Good. Good, Akko. Keep a little movement on the sides. Good, Chris. Really show your backs off. Good. Thanks. Thank you. Good. Good. The tone is set. Great. Ladies, I really would like a little bit more. I don't know. I think it's from the body here and also the head. So it's like it's like this sense of pride. It's not enough. Can we look at that? Just with the men, just the walking side to side facing the front.
Can it have to do with the focus maybe? Because she said look straight, and I think...
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's have a look, ladies, but it might have to do with your focus, because I know Isolde said that we're just looking straight to the side, but if you're glaring straight to the side, it can become a little bit right-angled, and this that you've established with the shoulders and the neck is lost then when you lower the vision. It's one of those which you're nearly looking down your nose. Even though you're looking to the side, you still have the elegance.
Jazz.
There. You're thinking, you're way above. That's going to be better, Serena.
Let's just look at that, yeah? Can we have that musically?
Anyone.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter.
On this, yes, there we go.
And they've got to trail their second shoulder as well.
Good. Okay, thank you. Ladies, yes, it's also a sense of opening this up too, right? So like keeping that behind, and that gives that visual. Good.
That's super easy when we're going to the OP side, because you've got the dress and you can really feel that length there. The other side, because you're holding your gentleman's hand, you can often get a little stuck up here. Really press your hand down to where you need it. You can bend it at the elbow without needing to adjust the height. of your hand, but really make sure that your neck is in the best possible line. Emma, you don't start any of them with turned out. You probably don't, but you were starting from first. Everything's in parallel to start, yeah.
And men were really good in the opening. Ladies, I'd like to feel a little bit more of a sense of importance from the get-go, but then when everyone comes together, and it's so hard to describe, but create that atmosphere of aristocracy and almost like snobbery a little bit. So when you come, it's like, you're just like, you're gliding, and there's this snobbery, if I've made that word up or something. It's that, yeah? Can I just see once when the ladies start, when Amy and Val and Ingrid start, and then the ladies come down, and it's really a sense of like, you are it, each and every one of you. From when the ladies come in, yeah, thanks. And even more, Amy. Yes. Good, there we go. And then all the ladies. There we go. Good. We don't have to do any more. Yes, great. I know it might be a little more, but it really works. It has to do a little in the mouth too. If the mouth is relaxed, it doesn't create a sense of like, when you meet someone that's really arrogant, like we always do that impression. Create that, it's like the mouth is kind of taut, and that creates a really different, too much jazz. But yeah, create that sense, yeah? Okay, good, all right. Akko and Chris, beautiful pa. Yeah. Anything?
Oh, yes.
Sorry, Fee. The spacing that we set up last time to allow Romeo and Juliet and Paris to get through worked perfectly. Thank you so much. That's really good. You didn't have any problem getting through for that little prep for the second time. That's great. Thank you.
Did you have a question at the back there? You all good? Okay. All right. Just at the ballet, going back. Okay. So as we go back, it was just the back leg was escaping, so it was sort of coming. Drag, 2, 3. Ba-da-dum. You know what? Yeah, you know what? I think what happens is that when it's a hard lift to go back, but I think what happens is you escape this, okay? It's just keeping her in that alignment. Yeah, and I think that's why it's going that way with that back leg. So that will correct itself probably. And drag, 2, 3. Yum, keep her square to that. Aha, there we go. That was much better. Exactly. Okay. Good.
David, what do you want from Romeo and Juliet stylistically?
Well, it's interesting. Romeo, there are, stylistic nuances because it's Renaissance, because it's really Verona in its height in a way, but then also Romeo and Juliet is a human story. So there's also human interpretation of Romeo, of Juliet, of Paris right now, what we see. But then on the sides, you'll see the group, like they're bending, they're showing kind of like these very Renaissance-esque movements. And so you have to marry the stylistic differences between actually the human portrayal of character.
Around. Now it's just this change over here. And drift, there we go. That first step was really beautiful. The arabesque into this was beautiful. It was all drifting. Beautiful. Okay, you ready to do your solo? Yeah? Sorry.
Boiled down like that. Really nice. Good.
David, you don't want to go back on anything?
No, that's okay. Yeah. Going on to Juliet's solo. Same thing, Akko. No more. Don't lose the backs, ladies, on the side.
I noticed that Akko has really beautiful point work. Tell me about the finesse of that.
Yeah, you know, you noticed it in her variation. Akko, she does a lot of runs on point, as we call them. And Akko wears block, which is our principal shoe partner. And it's such a specific nuance for any female dancer. You know, the point shoes are like second skin to them. And Akko really has shown off how gorgeous her footwork is, but how she can execute them in that variation. With him, Good, Brett. Good. Going on? Even less, Rowan. Really regal. Start to build the tension. Back, men. Good. Keep it into the ground. Backs here, ladies, right at the beginning. More Lily, more Evie. Good.
Very good.
All right. Good rehearsal.
Thank you, Duncan.
Good. Good. Dancers, when you're exiting the ball, I think there's a change of tone because you're all a little drunk. You've had a little, you've had a good party. And so even though there is the sense of the back, like I said, there's also a sense of like, you're a little looser, you're like, you've had a good time, you're heading out, you're gonna go to the after party. And so it's a little like, you're looking at each other a little bit more relaxed. It's not as like uptight as what you've seen happen or the entrance of the ball. You always get to a party and there's always that kind of like, we haven't, and then all of a sudden, people are like, have had something to drink. Yeah, so change that tone when you exit. Good. If you guys don't mind going to the sides, we'll work on Romeo and Juliet for a second. Thank you.
Is there anything with Mercutio?
Possibly, but let's work with them first.
Okay, so
ladies and gents, put your masks on if you're not dancing, and keep your distance.
What did we say? Oh, it was after the sit lift? Yeah, after the sit lift. So it's just, we're still not quite establishing that.
Yeah, today the seating position was
Yeah.
We
So
should try that.
try from there. Yeah. And then so when we get to this beautiful line here, we just got to see that a little bit longer before the tap. Okay? Yes.
I realize the second one.
Yeah. Duncan, can we go just in the third madrigal? This the sit lift. The press. better. All right, it was better. I still think, you know, when we're in this press, it looks to me, Chen, that when you've got your right hand, it starts too high and you can't push it around. So I think that's why we needed that extra hop to get around to get that back around. So don't go too high. I know it's hard, but I think it's really important to wrap it round so she's square on that shoulder.
And Ako, regardless of where you are, because it's difficult for the guy, create this sense of like, if you just watch from there, create this sense of like moving forward. So it's like, this is ecstasy up here. And even if you're back, you have to give a sense that you're not uncomfortable or sitting back on it. Do you want to try one more time?
Just something that might help with Chen. When after you put her on the shoulder, you turn her around. You stand underneath the downstage leg. Start feeling for that leg lower, because I think you're feeling for it quite high, and then you're having to retake it. So it just has a little wobbly movement. And I think it's hard because you can't see it. But if you scoop that low, you'll find the leg, and then she'll be able to pressure onto it.
And Ako, same here. When he comes out of into the arabesque and you're doing these, it's like this is the climax of the madrigal. Yeah.
Thanks, Duncan. Same place.
Good, Chen. And open the chest, Ako. Good. Okay, good. All right.
Okay.
All right.
So I want to go forward, but because my hips are here, it's really hard.
Just then I actually felt really good.
Getting around. No, honestly, it was good. But she needs going from here for her to be able to do that. She's got to come forward.
Well, I'm sitting to this side. Normally, when I feel comfortable, I feel almost, going over you.
Okay. More behind.
Stay.
Yeah.
Just that hand change. Just push her a little bit that way.
Okay.
Just a touch.
We don't have to repeat it.
No. But that was nearly right.
I think, for me, generally, what I would like to see more of is the first madrigal was really nice because it was like really soft and tender. Second one has to be a little bit more trusting. It has to change, has to build just a touch. So like when you take the hands and stuff, you feel a little safer and excited, and you feel a little more confident. Then in the last one, it's like, and you can hear the swell of music. Dee-da-da-rum. It's like you're both like completely abandoned. Yeah, it just try and start it to a certain degree, then build it, and then the third one is the climax.
That's right. Okay, very good.
So just try that lift without me.
Sure.
Once. See, I'm getting you to pull forward.
You come.
I think you didn't need to do that. If you didn't do it, that was perfect.
I was trying to.
I don't think you need that adjustment.
The adjustment is from this position, is when she starts to do the derriere, that's when you need to push, because she needs to get her torso over. Otherwise she won't get to arabesque. And what's happening, what's happening is because you lock her down, she's back and her leg does this. There's no freedom in there. So
Just that she was falling forward.
because
I think if you didn't do the little bump, she would have been fine.
Oh, that bump, I didn't do pump on purpose. That was that moment. Did it? Maybe that's.
It just looked like you
yeah,
did a toe.
you adjusted it.
It's okay. Let's leave it. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I did this, so it looks like it. the jazz section.
Chen, I'd like to just say, sometimes with the emotion, it can get a little like, if you're looking at her, it can get a little like to here. And just boil your way down just a little bit. And the energy can be like, it can be there, but not, you see in my face, it gets like this, just like, and so like then you take the hand, it's just simple. It's not anything extra.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's try maybe the beginning of the madrigal and take that, especially at the beginning. It's like, it's just absolute curiosity. And it's not yet.
Yep.
So
The beginning of madrigal, please. That was a good reaction, Akko, when you saw him, yeah. Not too much energy coming out. Only anticipation, Chen.
David, it's been such a difficult couple of years for everyone in the arts. I imagine you're just relieved to be in the studio right now.
We are relieved, to be honest. And we honestly thank our principal partner, Telstra, who has been a partner and a supporter of us for 38 years. It's amazing the support we've had during such a difficult time. But, you know, we will reemerge, and it's these partnerships that really have kept us going and that will get us back on stage. Good, okay, good. That was better. That was better. That's something to really, then we can build and build. This was a little casual. It got a little casual. Instead of the weight being back, Chen, it's like the weight is like, it's here. It's like, it's, yes, at her, but not up. It's so subtle, but it makes a huge difference. Yeah, good. All right.
Okay.
We good?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, good.
Welcome back. We hope you enjoyed watching that rehearsal as much as we did. It was simply stunning, and we're very lucky to be joined by principal artists Akko and Chen. We have been really looking forward to this interview, guys. We're not going to lie. Now let's start with the obvious. You guys, the last time I spoke to you, you were playing lovers, yet again playing lovers. You're married. I mean, is this role too easy for you?
Oh, is it easy for you?
Yes. Look, this easy is kind of different easy to a normal day, right? Because I feel this kind of easy between a married couple is we don't hesitate to tell each other what we are doing bad. So therefore, it's easier for us to push the quality up all the time.
And I'm just curious then, does that ever lead to argument? Or does that ever lead to Fiona as a couples counselor or something?
Yes,
sometimes
yeah, of course,
argument, yes, of course, comes in.
Yeah.
But I think in the end, we all want to provide the best performance for the company, for the audience. So, you know, our intention is the same, trying for the, you know, achieve the best goals. So I do love working with him, and it's a bit sad to do Romeo and Juliet with him together because, of course, everyone knows the ending is very sad and tragic. So I do get a bit emotional when I think about Chen is a Romeo, so I try not to think about it during the rehearsal. Yeah.
So Chen and Akko, I want to talk a little bit about the version that we're dancing, John Cranko's, because the Royal Ballet, which is our partner with World Ballet Day, dances Kenneth Macmillan's Romeo and Juliet. So for you, because you've never danced this version, what have you found that's so special about John Cranko's version?
I think for me, John Cranko version wasn't familiar to me to begin with, so I started with fresh canvas to begin with, and then having Fiona and Stephen, who is a pro of Romeo and Juliet, coached us to begin with, and Isolde coming from Stuttgart, was such a great experience for me, and the detail I learned within the music, and I think the story, the approach that I think Cranko has a little bit different to Macmillan, and it's so interesting for me to feel the difference. I think see the difference as well. But I think some part of those are technically like quite hard,
Very
isn't
hard.
it, for you? But when you achieve that and like everything comes together, it's such a masterpiece. I think Ranko version is so beautiful, and I just cannot wait to perform on stage.
You talk about how hard it is, but not only getting it all right, it all coming together. Do you also go through that emotional roller coaster during the performance?
Definitely, I think this ballet is going to be the one to go through. I think starts with happiness, like, you know, Juliet is just in the garden with Nurse, happy and like, you know, just so innocent and naive, and then meet Romeo at the ball, and that's the first time for her to actually fall in love, and she doesn't even know what this feeling is. And then the story goes on, and she just grows as a woman, and I really enjoy being Juliet in this ballet. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that first moment that you see each other, because as we saw in the rehearsal, we saw this first moment in the ballroom scene. What, Chen, for you, is that moment like?
For me, the moment when I first met her, it was love at first sight. I was actually flirting with another girl, but as soon as I see Juliet, I couldn't take my eyes off her. It was a kind of, it's just the energy that is correct. We're just like hooked, you know, even we're distanced, but we're together from the first moment. Yeah.
Was it like that in real life for you two?
I was going to say no.
Was it for you though, but not for you?
No, really, no. In real life, it wasn't that like that.
So it's kind of nice to feel this, like, you know, love at first sight feeling in this ballet for us.
Yeah, once again.
Yeah, once again.
Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to come and chat. The audience can't wait. Those watching us on World Ballet Day have been lucky enough to see the rehearsal, but we can't wait to see it in real life, on stage, David, hopefully next year.
Yes, you will be able to see Romeo and Juliet in our 2022 season. We've waited a long time to perform this work. And as you can see with Romeo and Juliet, but with the rest of the company in rehearsal, we are just chomping at the bit, ready to perform this gorgeous work. Thank you guys. Great to see you.
Thank you guys.
And that's it from us here in Melbourne on World Ballet Day, but there is so much more to come. Check out worldballetday.com for the full schedule. David Holberg, it's been an honour and a pleasure to be here today. Thank you for inviting me.
Catherine, great to host next to you, and thank you to all of our audiences around the world watching. Catherine, one last question for you. What was your experience like as a non-member of the Australian Ballet?
David, I think like most people at home, I was just blown away by what goes into getting a performance on stage. I've been lucky enough to witness other elite athletes and how they prepare for a big performance. The sheer work ethic, the number of hours that go into what you do, it's mind-blowing. I'm in awe of you guys.
Oh, thank you, Catherine. And listen, to you and to everyone watching, we are launching our season on October 26th. The 2022 season will be filled with amazing repertoire, both classical and contemporary. I'm really, really excited to launch this beautiful season for next year.
I am counting down the days. Now, before we let you go, David, I need to let you know about some rules of World Ballet Day in Melbourne. Can you believe I know them and you don't? To hand over to the Bolshoi, you have to have danced there, which rules me out. You also have to speak a little bit of Russian, which rules me out on both counts. It's over to you.
All right, well, здравствуйте, мои друзья из Большого театра. Я очень по вам скучаю. Очень, очень. I now pass the baton on to Bolshoi Theater in Moscow. Two dear friends and former colleagues of mine are hosting, Anna Tarasashvili and Artyom Ovcharenko. I'm wishing a fabulous World Ballet Day to Bolshoi Theater in Moscow and then the Royal Ballet in London.
Great job. Thank you, David. Thank you for watching. And most importantly, happy World Ballet Day.